I go make love with you, yeah. I go make babies with you, hey. Anything for you, my baby. One time, baby, one time. Anything you want, I go do 'em one time. Never too busy, there's always free time. This is love song, baby, no be freestyle.
What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? My name is PL. Thank you for joining me once again. Thank you for coming to this YouTube channel for tutorials in Cubase and FL Studio. Yeah, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit that subscription button, and also don't forget to click on that notification button so that you don't miss out on each and every post that I make every day. All right, so from the beginning of this tutorial, I played something which is mixed already. I played a jam which is already mixed and balanced, and yeah, I hope you guys vibe to that, and I'll just run you through the methods I used to come up with such a clear mix. So today we are dealing with male vocals, and yeah, I hope you have your pens, your pieces on with you to get some points, or rather some notes that I'll be showing you today. So in the first place, let's just mute the beat. We get how this vocal sounds without the beat.
Yeah, yeah. I go round town with your hair. I go make love with your hair. I go make babies with your hair. Anything for you, my baby. One time, baby, one time. Anything you want, I go do 'em one time. Never too busy, there's always free time. This is love song, baby, no be freestyle.
Hope you guys can get that nice and wonderful mix. Yeah, you can get the vocal sound smooth, the reverb and everything. Yeah, so let's just dive into this tutorial and yeah, and see what we did. All right, so shout out to Imalex for putting out such dope vocals. I promise to share the link in the description for this song so you guys can get the idea of this song. All right, so here we go. Like always, we just need to mute this reverb, and also mute what we have here on this part. Then from there we can, I think, unlink this also from the group, stereo out. So if we play this is how it sounds without anything.
I go round town with your hair. I go make love with your hair.
You guys can get out the vocal sounds, right? The vocal sounds so low, like the vocal sounds very low. So we're going to make that vocal sounds nice, boosted and everything. Okay, so to do that, so in the first place, when I noticed that these vocals were low. Okay, by the way, allow me to mention that I just received these projects from somewhere else. This project was recorded at a different studio, so my job was just to mix this song. So when I received these vocals, I realized that the vocals were so low, and yeah, they needed some compression, man. So I started by adding this nice compressor. I love this compressor so much. It comes from Waves. It's called Class 76 Stereo. This is very common. I'm sure you guys have seen it in many tutorials. So yeah, so we just play with the input and the attack here, and also the output. So I put this at 18, and I put this at somewhere 18.5 somewhere here, and this is how it sounds with clav vocal in place.
I go make babies with your hair.
Without it,
Anything for you, my baby.
with it,
one time, baby, one time.
let me play the beat for you can get how it was sounding, how the dynamics went here.
Anything you want, I go do 'em one time. Never too busy, there's always free time.
You guys can get the difference, right? Especially when the beat is playing, you could hardly get what he was singing there. All right, so having put that, I've shown you guys. Let's go now. The next thing is auto-tune. This is an Afro song, you know, like auto-tune is very essential in Afro music, Afro beats. So you don't do too much here. Just need to get the right key of your song. If you're someone who is into music, you understand keys, this will be very simple for you. Like from the time I play this beat, you could tell within the key of this song, so it will be very easy. But you're someone who with no knowledge about keys, then you just need to try. I've talked about that in many videos. Check out recent videos talking about auto-tune. I just did that video. I think it's my last video. You check it out, you find it there talking about auto-tune. So this is how you go about this. So D, and then here the return speed I wanted it at 8, then I put the humanize beat at 12. That's what I did. I didn't touch this part, I didn't touch anything else. This one has soprano, that's all. So it sounds like this.
I go round town with your hair, I go make love with your hair, I go make babies with your hair. Anything for you, my baby. One time, baby, one time.
You can get that right. All right, so but like the moment I added the clear vocal stereo, you guys could get those sounds from the headsets, right? Like the background, there's some background sound coming from the headsets, the beat coming from the headsets. Yeah, so we don't need that. We don't need that in the beat. Like at least we need to kill excess of that. Yeah, we can remain just like few. We can just have just a little, because that will be covered with the beat. The beat will cover that, but excess should go. So to do that, we put a get. So don't just put plugins for the sake of putting, because you saw someone putting them and then you want to know what they do, know what a plugin does, and then that will work for you nicely. So you see here, I have this get here. So we're going to make sure that we cut that little background noise which is coming from the track. So listen to this.
Anything you want, I go do 'em one time. Never too busy, there's always free time. This is love song, baby.
Yeah, we can still get that little background noise, but it's so little at least compared to how it was like before. Yeah, so that's how it goes. And then in this tutorial, in the first place, I put a denoiser, but I put a denoiser, and I just noticed that it wasn't even necessary adding the denoiser, because these vocals were recorded on a very nice and big microphone, so I didn't need to put it. Like the vocals still standing out without the denoiser, so I skipped it. All right, so that's how it sounds.
No be freestyle.
Let's put this one here. So let's just mark this part here, because we're working on this part. All right.
Hey, I go round town with your hair, I go make love with your hair, I go make baby.
All right, since we've added the get, now let's go. You guys can get the lows, some heavy sounds, like mostly in the lows, I mean, there's some you find noise in that section. That's where lies some noise and yeah, stuff. So make sure you deal away with the lows each and every time you make your songs. Don't let your voice have contain those lows and stuff. So you put this EQ to cut those low ends, and this is how it looks. This is the structure of an EQ. Whenever you open this, the first thing that you do, meaning you cut this part to 100 somewhere here, or you can even push it somewhere at 1K and then take it back as you listen to your song.
Babies with your hair, anything for you, my baby. One time.
You see what I did? That's how you do. You need to be doing that. Whenever you're dealing with an EQ, make sure you push it forward and then backwards, so you can get the best point of your vocal whenever you want to cut out the low ends. I did here, I found the bad frequencies, I had to bring this down. Here I had to find the bad frequencies, something like this.
Baby, one time, anything you want, I go do 'em one
like
time.
This. I did the same here, so you can get these values, this one here, this one, and that one. You can just pause the video, and then you get these values here and put on yours. So if you're using this EQ, all right, so the concept is the same. You can even use this EQ which is here. Let me just show you something, guys. Let's remove this one. You can still go here and get this preset called lead vox male. If you're mixing a male's vocal, you see this, what I'd simply do, you can still cut the vocal here. Let's play this
Never too busy, there's always
see
time. This is love song, baby, no be freestyle.
It's the same concept, guys. The concept is the same. It's just cutting the low ends, and then yeah, but I love using this the Fab Filter Pro, because it's graphical. It shows you which part is sharp. It shows you, like, you're able to see, like, it's visual, like you can see the visuals. You can see the waves, you can see everything here, how the sound is going down and up. So this is very intentional, and I love using this particular EQ.
With your hair, I go make love with your hair.
Always play the beat as you mix, like I told you guys. Always play the beat. So
I go make babies with your hair, anything for you, my baby. One time, baby, one time, anything you want, I go do 'em one time. never to be.
You get that, right? All right, so let's go there. Let's go like, oh, sorry for using Russian. Let's push. Let's go forward. Let's go forward. All right, and then here you can see we're going to put now visual mix. One of my subscribers asked me to say, I'm asking for visual mix, right? And I think I sent this to him. So if you don't have this as well, feel free to text me on Instagram and talk about this. I'll send it to you straight away. All right, and also I have this same preset for this same song. If you have it, if you need it, just text me on Instagram. I will send it to you right away. All right, so this is how the virtual mix looks like. So in the first place, I had to put this here, and then here the only thing that I did, I went on the higher frequencies here, the highs, and then I had to put like here somewhere here. Okay, let's just mute this and listen to this.
So busy, there's always free time.
Listen.
This is love song, baby, no be freestyle. I go around town with your hair. I go make love with your hair. I go.
You guys can get that, right? So like we're just making the vocal present in the mix, like we're opening it up, because on that other EQ we had to like close the high hands, but this time around we want to open it up. We want the vocal to breathe, like to be clear to the listener's ear. Listen to this.
I go around town with your hair. I go make love with your hair. I go make babies with your hair. Anything for you, my baby.
Okay, let's do this.
I go around town with your hair. I go make love with your hair. I go make babies with your hair. Anything for you, my baby.
You guys can get that, right? And then from there now we add this one. This is guys, this is the beast. Like you need to have this. This is revival. It's very dope. Like since we touched this here, look,
One time
when we touched on this part, like we made this vocal sound lighter and yeah, clear, but it became so lighter, so we needed to make it thicker a bit. So we introduced revival. So what a revival does, it makes your vocal thicker, and also it just makes your vocal dope whenever you're dealing with a shimmer. So don't even hesitate to copy this preset which is here. Just put this at somewhere here at I would say 10, the thickness. Listen to this.
Baby, one time.
Without.
Anything you want, I go do them one
With it.
time. Never too busy, there's always free time.
Yeah, like if you're just like starting up music, you don't get that change. But if you're someone who's into music and then you understand the mixing and stuff, you could get the difference there. And like, yeah.
This is love song, baby, no be freestyle. I go around town with your hair. I go make love with your hair.
All right, so moving on. I don't want to steal your time. Moving on. And yeah, a de-esser. Sorry, we're going to put a de-esser now. A de-esser just to make sure that all the harsh frequencies, especially in the highs there, the S sounds, we just bring them down. Yeah, quite alright. We don't. It doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that we don't need those S sounds. We need S. Like let's say you're saying sweet, sorry. We need those S sounds still, but we don't want them to be so harsh in the mix. So we just introduce this de-esser to make sure that it cuts those harshness. That harshness, I mean, it has to reduce it a bit to a certain point. So that's how it should sound.
I go make babies with your hey. Anything for you, my baby. One time, baby, one time.
You can get that when he sings one time, baby, one time. Like the time comes with a little bit of S, one time. So to cut that, we introduced this denoiser as stereo. So this is quick, simple, and straight. So what you do here, like play with the threshold, but this is the best. This is the best preset. You can copy this. This is the frequency, and then put this at the side chain. Put it here, like make something like this. Then make this curve here, something like this. Then you are good to go. This is how you go about this. Yeah, and this is how it sounds.
Anything you want, I go do them one time. Never too busy, there's always free time. This is love song, baby, no be freestyle.
All right, since we did that, I was still detecting some bass a bit. I was still detecting some noise in the mix. So I decided to cut some low ends again and boosted somewhere here at 5K, because this is the point where most of our vocal is, like at 5K. Make sure you take this to 100, and then I push these the mids a bit, Then I pushed somewhere here on the highs a 5k here where the vocal is more present. Listen to this.
I go round town with your hair.
Without.
I go make love with your hair.
With.
I go make babies with your hair. Anything for you, my baby. One time, baby, one time. Anything you want.
Alright, that's how it should sound, guys. So done with the track now. Going to the group. In the group, like I think we've done most of the things. So in the group, we won't need to add a lot of stuff in the group. So let's connect this to the group now. So this is joined, and then we have the group here. This is the group, you can see. Then we're going to open this group. In fact, if you want to make your work easier, you can even drag it here so that it becomes there. Alright, so this is what you can see, guys. In the group, I just have two plugins. I just have clav stereo, vocals stereo, and Aravox. Alright, so the first reason why I added Clavox stereo, you guys have been here, is just to make this, just to give this song that stereo vibe, to make it in stereo. Now we don't need to make it in mono. Like your vocals should be in stereo, they sound sweet in stereo. Yeah, there are people who prefer putting their vocals in mono. Yeah, it's still okay to mix your vocals, to push your vocals in mono, to leave them in mono. But for me, it depends with the vibe of the song. There's some songs I would put in mono, let's say acapellas and stuff, those I would put them in mono. But whenever I'm dealing with trap, afro beats, I make sure that the vocals are in stereo. So without talking much, let's all see how this is balanced and how it changed the mix. Listen to this without it.
I go do 'em one time, never too busy, so it's free time. This is love song, baby, no be first time.
Alright, so it comes with great features. You can see the bass, just put at low, then the treble put at roof. You can still experiment with this depending on what you want to make. Let's say you're mixing a song, you're mixing a trap song, maybe you want to make it more robotic and stuff. You can still play with this stuff and just be creative and come up with what you need to do. But where you're mixing afro songs, good music, clean music, this is the best preset. Put this at low, put this at roof, then the compressor put it at push, turn off the reverb and delay. We're going to put this later on. Then pitch, put at stereo. This is how you go about this, guys. Then play it.
I go round town with your hair, I go make love with your hair.
Alright, then the last plugin in the group now is Aravox stereo. So Aravox stereo, just play with again, somewhat 45. Then I had to compress it a bit here to -6.4. Then the gain at -2.2. This is how it sounds.
I go make babies with
you guys. Are you guys getting that difference when I just added this thing? The difference which comes in. Listen to this.
Anything for you, my baby. One time, baby, one time. Anything you want.
It sounds really dope, right? So yeah, this is how you do with this. Then we are done. Then straightforward, we go to delay and reverb. Though in this track I didn't want to add delay, I just wanted reverb. Yeah, the mood for this track, I just wanted reverb, but I didn't want delay. So yeah, that's how it goes, guys. So you can see here. Yeah, so okay, by the way, there's some rap here, though I'll explain on the rap part in the next tutorial, so I won't really talk about it today. I'm just talking about this. And then there's also a female's part somewhere here. I'll also do another tutorial explaining on the female's voice, and I'll do a tutorial explaining on the backings later on. I want to break this song step by step, so that you guys can get the full mixing procedure. I don't want to do everything together because you know, you need to learn this stuff step by step. So in this song, there are two reverbs. You can see I added this reverb for female and this is for male. So I added this reverb for male because it suits nicely. So I used the reverb 32. This is the reverb. Let's just open it now here. This is the reverb that I used. I opened it and I got this preset called long and warm. Then from there I had to cut this reverb the same way that this is the same stuff that I do most of the times. I cut like from 0 to somewhere to let me just say 380 somewhere here. Yeah, I had to cut so that we don't get that bass, that muddy voice from the reverb. Yeah, and then this is how it sounds now. If we add it to the vocal, we add that to the vocal like this, 32.
I go round town with your hair.
Without.
I go make love with your hair.
With it.
I go make babies with your hair. Anything for you, my baby. One time, baby, one time. Anything you want, I go do 'em one time. Never to.
You guys can get that difference, right? I hope you guys are feeling this. So that's how you go about with reverb and stuff. So let's just listen to this from the beginning, and then yeah.
I go round town with your hair. I go make love with your hair. I go make babies with your hair. Anything for you, my baby. One time, baby, one time. Anything you want, I go do 'em one time. Never too busy, there's always free time. This is love song, baby, no be freestyle. I go round town.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I hope you learned something today, and yeah, this is what I prepared for you today, guys, in terms of vocal mixing techniques and stuff. I hope you guys can see, like those who've been here for some time, you can see like plugins do change, but the technique or the skill that we use is the same. The concept is the same. We can just change a plugin here and there, but what we normally do is the same. Just knowing the concepts, then you'll be a good producer, or yeah, let me say, yeah, you're going to be a good sound engineer, to put it that way. So thank you for following, thank you for watching. It's been your boy PCNPL, and give me comments, suggestions, and yeah, I'll be waiting. Those who need plugins, business, song mixing, beats and stuff, hit me up on Instagram, because I'm mostly active on Instagram. Just send me a request, let's talk business, and then we see how we can roll. So thank you for watching, thank you for supporting wherever you're getting this you know, wherever you're watching this YouTube from, and I wish you all the best in your music production. So it has been your boy PCNPL. Thank you for watching, and bye.